pandal erected in the center of the Nittambuwa town was displayed for 3 days, drawing immense admiration from the town's residents. The theme of the massive pandal was the Swarnahamsa Jataka, and the main organizer behind its creation was Suranga Peiris, a popular young man from the Nittambuwa area. The entire town of Nittambuwa was illuminated with electric bulbs in celebration of the Vesak festival, creating a dazzling spectacle that enchanted the hearts of all who visited. After the 3-day display, groups of young people gathered to remove the decorative lights. This was due to a funeral procession of a businessman in the Nittambuwa area, scheduled for June 2nd, which required clearing and decorating the streets. Around 9 p.m., Suranga left home and joined other youth in town to help with the removal of the bulbs. While joking and chatting with his friends, Suranga momentarily stepped away from the group. In a flash, a motorcycle arrived at the scene, and its rider suddenly opened fire at Suranga. He was shot in the head and collapsed to the ground like a felled banana tree. Though his friends rushed him to Pitawala Hospital, no one could save him. Suranga's murder deeply shook the entire town of Nittambuwa. "We can't even comprehend what happened to Suranga." This was the sentiment that echoed from everyone after his tragic death. There was no one in Nittambuwa who did not shed a tear for Suranga, such was his popularity and influence in the town. Suranga Peiris was the eldest son in a family of 4. He received his education at Nittambuwa Roman Catholic School, and soon after leaving school, he secured a job with Sri Lankan Airlines. He later received a job opportunity in Japan, where he lived and worked for several years. Although he did not gain material wealth in Japan, he found no joy there either. After 7 years, Suranga returned to Sri Lanka but soon decided not to go back to Japan. "Oh, mother, I can't go abroad again. I'll start a business from the left-hand side, meaning from where I am," he said. His mother, who longed to see her eldest son close to her, fully supported this decision. Over time, Suranga started a vehicle and land sales business, investing the money he had saved. In Japan, gradually, he climbed the ladder of success. Eventually, he even became the president of the Nittambuwa Traders Association. As a result of his growing popularity and service, he was appointed the Sri Lanka Freedom Party SLFP organizer for the Nittambuwa electorate. Suranga, known and loved by everyone, was the most popular young man in the town. People admired him for his outstanding character, but some harbored jealousy towards him, perhaps due to the suspicion that one day Suranga would conquer the whole of Nittambuwa. Despite being a devout Catholic, Suranga held deep respect for Buddhist temples and contributed significantly to their needs. His leadership in building the Vesak pandal in Nittambuwa reflected this commitment. But in a turn of events no one anticipated, Suranga's life ended with a bullet fired by an unknown assailant, shattering his bright future. "My brother wanted to become a priest. That's why we didn't agree. Then, before he went abroad, he said he wanted to join the army. We didn't allow him to go down that path either. Later, we feared he might secretly join. So my father and I hid his birth certificate. But eventually, he left us all behind." Suranga's elder sister made this statement during his funeral. "My beloved son became a father to a fatherless home. Our lives were prosperous. He wished for a peaceful married life and to build a happy family. Everyone in the village loved him. Whoever took him from us must surely not find peace." These were the emotional words of Suranga Peiris' grieving mother, spoken with tears in her eyes. When Suranga was fatally shot under mysterious circumstances, his younger brother, Susitha Peiris, who was residing in Japan at the time, returned immediately to Sri Lanka to attend the F. and now writes, "However, due to concerns for his personal safety, his mother and close family, members advised him not to remain in the country for an extended period. Upon completion of the funeral proceedings, Susitha returned to Japan, where he continues to reside. The investigation into Suranga's murder was initially undertaken by the Nittambuwa police and later transferred to the Criminal Investigation Department, CID. Several suspects were arrested in connection with the case, and legal proceedings were instituted against them. Nonetheless, Suranga's family asserts that justice has yet to be achieved. Various narratives emerge surrounding the motive of the killing, ranging from personal rivalry to political interference. Yet none have yielded closure for the victim's family. Despite the passage of 15 years, the family continues to seek accountability and justice. Suranga's mother, currently residing alone on Old Polar Road in Nittambuwa, has not seen her youngest son, Susitha, in person for over a decade and a half. Their communication has been limited to phone conversations. "I want to bring my youngest son back to Sri Lanka, but I'm afraid. What if something happens to him too?" she expressed, visibly distressed. Her longing for family reunion and judicial resolution prompted her to write a letter to President Anura Kumara Dissanayake, pleading for intervention and redress. In the letter, she recounted the backdrop of violent political activities in the Gampaha area. She referred to the president's official visit to Japan in 2015, during which her son Susitha personally met him outside the hotel in Tagaya and submitted documenting evidence relating to Suranga's murder. Despite having approached previous administrations for relief, the family laments that no meaningful justice has been delivered. In her letter, the mother directly appealed to the president, stating, "If I cannot receive justice from you, I do not believe I will live to find anyone else who can grant it. As a mother, I humbly request that this justice be served before I close my eyes forever." Following her appeal, the president's office is reported to have responded positively. She was summoned to the Gampaha Divisional Criminal Investigation Bureau on the 6th of June at 10 a.m. to provide a statement. She complied accordingly and remains hopeful that renewed attention from the authorities will result in justice for her late son. Susitha, still residing in Japan, has also reiterated his appeal through public channels and direct communication with officials. "Since my brother's death, I have not returned to Sri Lanka. I personally handed over all the documents to the president during his visit to Japan. I have not seen my mother or sisters for over 15 years. I long to return, but I fear the environment is not yet safe for me. We have been pleading for justice for 15 years. All I ask is for an environment where I can live in peace with my family again," he added. This remains the sincere and enduring hope of Suranga's bereaved mother and siblings, that justice be fulfilled and the family, after years of sorrow, be made whole once again.